Welcome to the Astro forecast for the week of September 4th. I'm Sarah Nicole. This is Twisted Goddess Tarot, and my mission is to help you navigate the cosmic energies with greater awareness. All right, we have a few things to chat about this week. There's been a lot of talk recently about all of the energies that are retrograde right now. We currently have, I have it written down here somewhere. I can't find it. We currently have a lot of energies retrograde right now. Yesterday, Sunday, we talked about it last week, Venus did station direct, right? So we had one less energy retrograde. So we were all like, yeah, we're getting out of it. Well, the first thing we're going to talk about today is actually Monday, September 4th. We have Jupiter stationing retrograde until December 30th. So yes, one planet went direct, but now one planet is going retrograde. So we still have those 7 energies retrograde. I'm calling for a major slowdown. This is common though, right? So I've been seeing a lot of memes being shared about how many energies are retrograde right now, planets and asteroids. And I just wanted to reiterate the fact that this isn't uncommon. We typically have this many energies retrograde every year around this time. That's why we call this time retrograde season. It's preparing us for fall. We're cyclical beings, and it is preparing us for fall. The time that the trees shed their dying leaves is the same time that we shed the dying things as well. So all of the retrograde energy is really just preparing us to slow down and release, go within, do some introspection, release what isn't working, redo some things that, we can make right. So this is common. This happens every year. I don't want you to read all of those memes about 7 energies retrograde and start freaking out. This is every single year this happens. So today we have Jupiter stationing retrograde until December 30th. Jupiter is the planet of abundance, expansion, and opportunity. I like to call Jupiter the clear quartz. I have some clear quartz right here. The clear quartz planets, as it amplifies and expands anything that it touches. Now, Jupiter has been moving through Taurus since May 16th, and it's going to continue to transit Taurus until May of 2024. Jupiter usually stays in a sign about a year, and during that time, it really pushes you to have some growth in that area of your life, wherever Taurus sits in your birth chart, to expand in that area. It brings opportunities in that area. It brings abundance in that area. So during this time, you'll have Jupiter asking you to seek growth, expansion, and opportunities in the area of your life that Taurus is in your personal birth chart. So look at what house or houses are in Taurus in your birth chart, and you'll know that's where from May to May, we've been having Jupiter push us to grow in that area of our life. Now, while Jupiter's retrograde, rather than exerting its force externally, seeing external growth, it sends its growth inward. Okay, so Jupiter retrograde is a time to reclaim your confidence, to reconsider what you can realistically do. So it's a really good time to rework some goals that maybe you set at the beginning of the year. And focus on self-improvement and inner growth rather than focusing on outer growth. This is a really great time for opportunities that you may have missed to resurface for you to seize this time around. Now, even if you don't know what area of life this is happening for you, in Taurus, this is going to collectively have us looking at Taurus themes: self-worth, values, stability, focus, longevity, okay? So as you can see, retrograde isn't a bad thing. Jupiter retrograde, in fact, can bring back opportunities into your life that you missed the first time they surface, the first time they come around. So Jupiter retrograde can really be a great time to seize opportunities you may have missed, and to really focus on internal growth. And with it being in Taurus, to really look at just having a really steady, stable life, because Jupiter in Taurus really allows us to bloom and blossom and grow when we are feeling steady, when we're feeling stable, when we're feeling grounded, right? And then on Wednesday, September 6th, we're going to have what is called Mercury Cazimi. This is when the Sun and Mercury meet in the sky and form a conjunction. The energies blend together. So I look forward to this conjunction as the Sun shines a light on the planet of the mind, bringing greater clarity. This is a really wonderful day of clarity. during Mercury retrograde. So anything that you need to do that is normally advised against during Mercury retrograde, do on this day. Do on Wednesday, September 6th, while the sun is forming a conjunction with Mercury, giving us that Mercury Cazimi, giving us greater clarity in the midst of Mercury retrograde. And then on Wednesday, September 6th, we have the last quarter moon at 14 degrees Gemini. So the last quarter moon occurs when the sun creates a challenging square aspect to the waning moon while the energy of the moon is releasing. The square aspect pushes you to action. It creates sort of a tension or crisis mode. That makes the themes of the last quarter moon surround release, surrender, letting go. Okay, so you all hear me talk about this often on the Astro forecast whenever we have the full moon, how I know a lot of people talk about release work on the full moon, and if that works for you, that is absolutely fine. One of the reasons I love spirituality is because there's no hard and fast right or wrong, and it's just whatever works for you. But I always say that astrologically, the full moon is a time for illumination, celebration, and gratitude. And releasing is more astrologically aligned with the last quarter moon because it's causing the square aspect, which is asking for action, and releasing is an action. And the last quarter moon is while the light of the moon is waning or releasing. So it's the action of releasing. So astrologically, it is more aligned to release on the last quarter moon, not on the full moon. I always say there's no right and wrong. Do what's right for you, but try it out. See if that aligns more for you. See if you feel more in line cosmically if you do it that way. If you don't, go back to releasing on the full moon. So choose something to remove from your life that is no longer serving you. This could be a physical object, a personality trait, a relationship, a situation, a belief, anything really. If you ordered the full moon reading from me, then there was an aspect about the release work on the last quarter moon in your full moon reading, so be sure to go back and reference that. If you didn't order a full moon from me last full moon, then I always release those on the new moon. So on the new moon, I'll release for the full moon readings for that cycle. If you like to have a ritual attached to your release work, you can write what you're releasing on a leaf and release it into the wind. The reason I say wind rather than a burn bowl is because I like to release based on the element that the last quarter moon is in. So since it's in Gemini, since it's in an air sign, I would like to use the air to carry what I'm releasing away. If the last quarter moon is in a fire sign, then I would do a burn bowl. If the last quarter moon was in a water sign, then I would release into the ocean or into a body of water. I say leaf because then you're not littering. If it was in a, which one did we not do? Water, air, earth, then I would bury it. Okay, so that's how I like to do my release work, aligned with the element that the last quarter moon is in. This is just ways that you can work more intentionally with this energy. Any intention that you layer on, the universe can support that much more fully what you're doing. When you add in little bits of intention, just those little layers will amplify your rituals, your ceremonies, your working so much more. Hey Anita. Also, I talked about this earlier last week. I posted infographic on making moon water, and the reason I say moon water and not full moon water is because you can make moon water under any moon phase. It doesn't have to be the full moon. So any crystals, water, or other spiritual tools that you charge under the last quarter moon on Wednesday or any last quarter moon are going to hold the energy of releasing, of letting go, of banishing. Okay, so that, oh, hey, Lindsay. So that is what, the full moon water, when you charge water under a full moon, it holds power and success. That's beautiful. But you don't always need that. Some of your workings, you're going to need water that is charged under releasing, under letting go, under banishing. Think about the essential oil sprays that you use that are made with full moon water. Think about how powerful a cleansing or releasing spray would be made with last quarter moon water. Hello, this is what I'm talking about. Those little bits of intention, when you layer them on, can make things that much more powerful. The last quarter moon in Gemini card says to clear your mind. So some of you may choose to release something that is within the mind, right? Release a thought, release a belief, release an idea. That could be really aligned, seeing that this is in Gemini, which focuses on our mindset, corresponding to the third house. This is our communication, our thoughts, our mindset. Hey, I'm glad you got the volume sorted out, because it seems to be working on my end. The last thing that we're going to be talking about astrologically, well, this isn't even really astrologically, but on Saturday, September 9th, we have the 9-9 portal. So 9 holds a powerful message in numerology. 9-9 is a master number, indicating that this chapter is nearing an end. A shift is coming to push us into the next chapter. So in numerology, the number 9 symbolizes completion, the ending of one cycle and the beginning of the next. It also symbolizes completion within, so wholeness, contentment. It's connected to the Hermit in the tarot, who represents introspection and reflection. Oftentimes we can't see the entire path until we reach the finish line and we're looking back. And then the moon card, which is number 18, which reduces to 9, speaks to trusting your instincts in times of uncertainty, which can help you on your path to fulfillment that the number 9 promises. We also have some minor arcana cards in the tarot that relate to the number 9, and most of these all speak to coming to completion or fruition at some point. 9 of Pentacles, we finally get to reap the rewards that we worked so hard on. 9 of Cups, wholeness, completion, emotional fulfillment. 9 of Wands, coming to the last battle, kind of being able to let your guard down a little bit, nearing the end. And then 9 of Swords, which is a little bit more culmination of the mind. It's kind of the make or break. Are we going to release these worrying thoughts? Or are we going to carry them into the next cycle with us? So in planetary numerology, the number 9 is connected to the planet Mars, the planet of taking action, motivation, ambition. This is a reminder that when your actions are aligned with your purpose, motivation stays until the very end. And it is a reminder that your purpose may continually transform throughout your life, because we get to 9, completion, fulfillment, wholeness. The next number is 10, which is actually 1, coming back to the beginning, right? So your purpose may continually transform through your life as you complete one chapter and move on to the next. In the numerology deck, I have 9-9 pulled out here, and it says, I'm courageous. And I love this because it does speak to that purpose, right? With that Mars, that life driven towards purpose. It says, it is time to get to work on the realization of your soul's mission in life. You have a higher purpose in this life that is yours and only yours to fulfill. Unleash your true power. Remember that. Hold on to that. Later in the week, I will make a post about 9-9, and I'll have an affirmation for you, and I'll have some journal prompts for you, so stay on the lookout for that. That's all we have astrologically. I always like to pull a couple cards at the end, just to make sure there's nothing that we missed energetically. Hey, Jocelyn. And I pulled the Master of Discs, which is the King of Pentacles in this deck, the Tarot of Transformation. And this is talking about gracious abundance. This is reminding us that Jupiter is stationing retrograde today until December, but that is nothing to fear. That speaks to seizing opportunities for abundance that you may have missed the first time around. Okay, so look for those little bits of abundance around you, and look for those opportunities that you may have missed, and they might cycle back around. And then from the Wisdom of Women Goddess deck, I've been waiting on this one. This is a deck with 42 women, real women in it, and their real messages from the community that I am so blessed to be a part of. It is a collaborative effort, but it was made by Nancy Weiss, and we got Nancy's card finally. So we got the Free Spirit card, Nancy Weiss. You've spent too long wishing, hoping, and dreaming about doing the thing. This is your sign that it's time to start saying yes to your desires without fearing what others will think or doubting yourself. Remember, we talked about last quarter moon in Gemini, releasing any mindsets that are holding you back. We talked about Jupiter retrograde, how it's a time to internally grow. Taurus themes self-worth, right? So I love how that aligns. You were meant to shine, have fun, be successful, and experience joy and the beauty of life. You are a creator of your reality, but if you don't leap, you'll never know what you are capable of. Dye your hair purple. I love you, Nancy. It says that in her message. Start the new business. Speak freely and express what's on your mind. Trust yourself. Live free, live loud. It's your time. Affirmation, I live freely and vibrantly without judging myself. Journal prompt, what have I been wishing to do? What is stopping me from moving forward? Remember, Jupiter retrograde, old opportunities may come up, right, for you to seize. Maybe you weren't quite ready to seize them last time. Maybe you weren't quite built up enough in your self-worth and self-value to seize them. They're going to come back around. That's that phrase, whatever's meant for you won't miss you. Even if you think it misses you, Jupiter retrograde happens every year for opportunities to come back around, okay? Whatever's meant for you won't miss you. I know I have read that phrase before, whatever's meant for you won't miss you, and thought, shit has definitely missed me before. You know what I mean? And it's like, there's that Jupiter retrograde, but it comes back around, okay? It comes back around. And also with the 9-9 portal, how she's talking about, like, it's your time. Express what's on your mind. Trust yourself. Live free. Live loud. That's the 9-9 portal. It's pushing us into a new cycle, into a new chapter. What is this new cycle, new chapter going to be for you? It's up to you, right? It's up to you. All right, that is the astro forecast for the week. If you missed the beginning of it, you can always hop on and catch the replay. I always leave it up to replay so that you can come back and remind yourself what is happening energetically in the cosmic dance all throughout the week. If you're watching the replay, be sure to drop me a comment so that I can come back and say hi to you. A quick note, I am going to be going out of town at the end of this week. I'm going to be unplugged in nature. You guys know when I go out of town on vacation, it's usually camping and kayaking and all of that. So that's what I will be doing. So I have marked all of the services on my website sold out. All the products are still available. All your crystals, all your crystal jewelry is still available on the website. But any tarot readings, astrology readings, or crystal Reiki sessions are marked as sold out. That's because I have some prep work to do. I already have some readings booked for this week. I want to be able to go on vacation without work looming over my head. I'm an anxiety girly, and I'll be like, oh my gosh, so-and-so is waiting for their reading. So I've marked them all as sold out. Those will be turned back on when I get back on Tuesday, okay? So if you're wanting a reading and you go on the website and you see that they're turned off, they're marked as sold out, don't fret. Those will be turned back on next week, probably on Tuesday the 12th, okay? All right, much love. Happy week.